You're watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Tuesday, the 7th of May. India goes to poll in third phase as giant election reaches halfway mark. Two terrorists neutralized in encounter in J&K's Kulgam. Search operations underway. And PM Dehel vows to bring back Nepali citizens from Russian army. And now for all the details. India on Tuesday went to polls for the third phase of the world's biggest election amid the scorching summer heat. Along with celebrities and political leaders exercising their right to franchise, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also cast his ballot in Ahmedabad, a BJP bastion, and called for a strong turnout from the voters. The Tuesday's polling covered 93 seats in 11 states and territories, with Gujarat and Maharashtra in the west and Karnataka in the south accounting for 50 seats, where the BJP had won more than 70 seats in 2019 elections. Several top leaders, including Home Minister Amit Shah, are among the candidates in the fray on Tuesday, seeking election to the lower house of the parliament. The voting on Tuesday also closed the halfway mark of the parliament's 543 elected seats, results of which are slated for 4th of June.
लोकतंत्र में मतदान ये सामान्य दान नहीं है। हमारे देश में दान का एक महत्व है और उसी भाव से देशवासी ज्यादा से ज्यादा मतदान करें।
It is very important to vote because it is very easy to sit at home and pass comments. Government is not doing this, not doing that. But I think it's very important for everyone to vote. Without that, you cannot pass comments.
Two terrorists were neutralized by security forces on Tuesday after a fierce exchange of fire broke out in Kulgam district of India's Jammu and Kashmir amid the search for gunmen behind the ambush attack on an IAF convoy. Kashmir Zone Police in a post on X confirmed that the bodies of two terrorists killed in the anti-terrorist operation have been recovered. However, there was no confirmation if they were same terrorists who were behind the Poonch IAF convoy attack. The encounter in Kulgam comes amid campaigning for the national elections in the region. The ruling BJP government has claimed lately that since abrogation of the Article 370, terror attacks have reduced in the valley and people there are living a normal life. And in a tit-for-tat move, giving stern warning to Pakistan's People's Party chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister and senior PTI leader Ali Amin Gandapur on Monday said that the newly elected governor of the province would not be allowed to enter the KP house. The statement came after the PTI leader of Karachi was barred from entering the Sindh house. If I challenge, even Bilawal Bhutto cannot make it to the KP house, Gandapur said. He added, when I was arrested, they took me to Karachi. If forced, I can pick their supporters and bring them to KP. The PTI leader declared he would do whatever it takes to get back stolen mandate, alleging rigging in general elections. Appointment of Faisal Karim Kundi as governor is part of the power-sharing agreement reached between the PPP and PMLN to form coalition government. Moving on, residents in parts of Gilgit-Baltistan are upset over rising piles of garbage and sewage issues that have made their life miserable, while authorities are least concerned. A report.
Locals in parts of Gehkuch Khari area in Gilgit-Baltistan are irked over inability of government authorities to handle the increasing trash and sewage issues in the region. A resident said while officials in the district get photos clicked in the name of cleanliness drives, just meters away from their offices, pedestrians cannot cross roads without stepping in dirty water. The unhygienic condition is also providing mosquitoes and diseases a breeding ground, but authorities are least concerned to resolve the issue.
यहाँ पे कम से कम असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर की जो टीम आती है, जरा इस तरफ भी थोड़े से चक्कर लगाए तो तब जाके यहाँ पे पता चलेगा कि कितनी गंदगी में यहाँ पे लोग रह रहे हैं। और यहाँ पे जो मेन जो चैनल्स हैं इनके अंदर गंदगियाँ इतनी पड़ी हुई है कि यहाँ से पानी गुजरना तो दूर की बात है, वहाँ पे बंदा गुजरना यानी इतना बदबू आता है, एक बंदा भी वहाँ से गुजरना उसके लिए मुश्किल होता है। कि अपने यहाँ पे सिफारिशी बंदों को किसी के घरों में ड्यूटी पे रखने के बजाय उन मुलाजमीन को लाकर यहाँ पे किरिन और गिरिन पाकिस्तान के नाम पे इसके ऊपर काम करवा दें।
Lack of proper roads, health and other basic facilities have made the occupied region as one of the most backward. Residents blame corruption and ignorance in the system have become major challenges, leaving Gilgit-Baltistan's future in dark.
A fire that engulfed the Sundarbans Reserve Forest in Bangladesh following a severe heat wave in the region is finally under control, authorities informed on Monday. Firefighters were called in to extinguish the blaze and civilians helped fight smoldering leaves by stomping out embers and digging trenches to prevent the fire spreading. The fire had started on 3rd of May. An official said the firefighting operation was slowed down due to fear of wild animals. The forest is home to the endangered Royal Bengal tiger and the world's largest mangrove forest. According to UNESCO, the Sundarbans supports an exceptional level of biodiversity, including significant populations of endangered species such as the Bengal tiger, as well as the Ganga River dolphin and saltwater crocodiles. Nepal's Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has said he will expedite the diplomatic initiatives to bring back Nepalese nationals who are stuck in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Dahal, in a meeting with the family members and activists campaigning for safe return of Nepali nationals in the Russian army, said while high-level diplomatic initiatives are already in place, he himself will start more initiatives. Local media reports quoted him as saying. Earlier on Monday, Deputy PM Narayan Kaji Shrestha said the government is engaged in talks with Moscow on issues such as the release of Nepali nationals from Russian army, repatriation of bodies of the deceased and compensation for the families of victims. He added the government has information that several Nepali nationals who were recruited by Moscow have been captured by the Ukrainian army and reiterated the government was making all diplomatic efforts for their safe return. The Tandar village in Udhampur district of India's Jammu and Kashmir is experiencing a remarkable revival in its age-old handloom weaving industry thanks to a concerted effort spearheaded by skilled artisans and the Directorate of Handicrafts and Handlooms. The government's revival of languishing craft under Karkhandar scheme has breathed new life into the community renowned for its exquisite woolen shawls, stoles and blankets. The once dwindling craft is now witnessing a significant uptick in production, marking a turning point for the artisans.
के अनुसार जो काम कम हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि लोग ज़्यादा देसी चीज़ छोड़ रहे हैं, प्योर चीज़ है वो छोड़ रहे हैं। क्यों छोड़ रहे हैं? कि मार्केट में जो सस्ता माल मिलता है वह वो चाइनीज़ है, उसमें लेने से क्या होता है, इन्फेक्शन ज़्यादा फैलते हैं। जो प्योर चीज़ होगी इसमें इन्फेक्शन नहीं होंगे। इसमें डिपार्टमेंट बहुत सारी मदद करता है, पैसा भी देता है काम करने के लिए। जो काम करने के लिए हो तो वो आगे आए तो काम कर सकता है।
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.